So, hello everybody, it's been some time since we did a video this year. Well, actually, it's first time. So, first video of the year. Anyway, so we are going to be going over all of the Mass Effect 3 romance and squad mates. And we have a tier list. So we have S, A, B, C, and the invented. Vented out of the airlock. Well, you know, the vent mission in Mass Effect 2. So we even got like some non-squad mate characters in here because like I guess they were like you could do like a romance thing with them or whatever. So let's get started. I'm gonna do things randomly. Who do we want to go with? Let's do Grunt. I want to start off strong with putting Grunt in A tier. The reason why, probably the most funniest, like out of all the characters, he is pretty comedic. I love how he's hilarious in Citadel. There we have to go save him, like get him because he crashed the C6 vehicle. That you make him apologize for crashing the dang thing, and he's really good in combat. Definitely the tank. Probably one of the more preferred close range squadmates you would have. I mean, I think I forget on my live stream playthrough with the mods if I like ran him like consistency on it. I forget about that. But he was just great. I think he might be missing a few things from S, but we're gonna leave him at A. I think people are gonna have him either in like an S or an A rank. But yeah. So next step, let's do Caden. I think I'm gonna put him in D tier. Like I guess like a personal thing of me. His voice actor did voice Kata and then Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I'm probably saying his name wrong. It's been so long since I played that. I would say he's a bit more interesting with his history about growing up as a biotic and such than Ashley, and is not as bland as Ashley. So I think putting him in detail is the right. Like I know I put Ashley in my playthrough, but that's because whoops, I thought I had Kaden. I'll just roll with it. And we're gonna put Ashley invented because she's just bland. Like, oh, I'm an alien racist. Ooh. And throughout the whole time, she's just like bland and whatnot, honestly. She's not really that interesting, so I believe she should be put in invented. And as for DLC character, I think I'll put no. I think I'll put the Queen of Omega here on B tier. Because Arya, I do love her Omega DC, and she has very well defined character and a good person to have. Oh, wait, when we talk about good person to have, she's the only party member that you can keep with her in the Omega DLC for like basically the whole entire thing. I also like it if you take like the Paragon options for her, you like smooth her over to where she's a bit more, I guess, nicer. I mean, she's still badass, but she's like nicer. And if you go like full renegade, she gives you like the keys. Like nah. If you really wanted to do that with the run. I mean, I think maybe Mass Effect 2. I feel like they didn't do enough with her, but maybe they did just the right amount. But let's gonna do Gears. Gears. Who S tier? Who who hasn't put him in S tier? Like who hasn't? From going, man, I'm so upset I didn't get to shoot more people on Sandhill Mass Effect 1. So what if there was a ship up there we could have blown it up? It's not like it was gonna crash and kill a lot of people in the process. Oh my gosh, yes. To and then he had like a good upgrade in character for Mass Effect 2 and 3. He's just a beloved character and one of the best squad mates like you could ever have, you know? Like I don't know how to describe it, but he always feels like he's been there with you. Like, well, Liao and Tali also have, but he's like the true homeboy OG. Would probably be more loyal. Honestly, if there was like, okay, let's say if you're in a scenario where Gareth, Liara, and Tali would have to either leave you, betray you, or stay with you. They don't have any other choice, and each one of them can only choose like one option. I think Garrus would be like the fastest one once they stay with you, if that makes any sense. Forcing the other two to have to choose the other options. That's actually probably a really stupid way of putting it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So C tier. I'm sorry, I forget her name. Hold on a minute. The name. Oh, that's right, Noreen. Noreen's her name. Sorry, I just have a problem with forgetting things. Okay, so Noreen, I guess she too. I mean, she's not as bad, like not interesting as like Kaden or Ashley. She's like the only female Turian we actually have, but I think maybe I would put her at like the bottom of C tier, to be honest, like at the way bottom. Like she's like the entry point of it. So we did all the Omega DLC characters. Do we want to do another DLC character? Sure, let's do Kasumi. So Kasumi, she has by far like one of the most better loyalty missions throughout Mass Effect 2, in my opinion. I mean, generally it's so. I think it's because I like the whole entire undercover, like trying to hack in and get stuff from a guy, then shooting your way out of there because of oneself. And also for the Locust SMG, which is the best SMG in the whole entire Mass Effect 2 game. And if you're playing any class that's pursued to MSG and not the assault rifle or anything, the Locust SMG is like literally the best thing you can get for yourself as well. So with Kasumi, it's all about Genji and such. With her and Mass Effect 3, they like turn her down. Like the Citadel, she does come up and say some stuff and whatnot, and then you have her with that aspect of stuff trying to get a criminal and whatnot. Also, you can try to try to hack the casino as well, trying to get stuff. So let's take a break from that. Let's go with Miss Kelly Chambers, who I actually had to put on here. I won't say she's terrible. Maybe no, I'm not gonna say she's terrible. She does take care of your fish, but really not that much. She missed that she like betrays you and such. Did you listen, man? And with Conrad Werner, she has some stuff with him in Mass Effect 3. If you chose to like let her like live and such, like if you give her the Paragon talk instead of the Renegade one, which the Renegade one she offs herself. But yeah, there you go. Actually, now that I think about it, the way she was acting means a whole lot of sense with when that she was trying to get Shepard's in the crew's emotions because she was pointing to Luciman, so maybe she like acted in certain ways to try and engage with Shepard. I'm not too sure about that one. So let's go with another vented character. Morta, she tries to kill you. I don't really need to explain much. She's a psychotic killer as well, so yeah, like there's like absolutely no way that you can get an ending without killing you. I mean, I did it just for like the lulz at one point, but yeah, playing the game. But yeah, so let's bring up our mother Samara. I don't know if I want to put her on B or C. Like, with her, it's all about the code and such. Well, with her and her daughters, let's play like a point in Mass Effect like 2 and 3 with like the monastery and such. But with Mass Effect 3 with the Yada Yahtzee, and you can paragon her out of not killing her other sorry about that. But you can like pair her with a Yahtzee child. So I don't really know if she actually deserves. You know what? I'm gonna put her in C tier. I don't know if I'll quite put her in B, because it's all about her code and such. Okay, so let's do another Mass Effect 1 character. Tally S. Bang. So a lot of people gonna Tally up there. So Tally, we all love Tally. She's a geek girl, a tech girl on a pilgrimage in Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 2 put on trial. The Mass Effect 3 became a little admiral. She's nice and quirky and naive. That's why we all love her, because she's like so naive about the galaxy at large that she would like want to like we were like she said she don't know that much and she's finding all these bad things the hard way, but we're there for her, and she's so cute and naive, and I just gotta love her. And she's a techy girl, she's nerdy, and she's a good squad mate, especially with that drone she makes, which is really handy. Shiva, I don't know why I forget the name of the drone. Or Chica. So S rank, like you go through all the every time you do something important with like with the Quarians, she's there. You're there with her. I saw this one video about her whole entire life reflected on Shepard, basically. Like everything, which is pretty much true. Without Shepard, she'll be in pickle. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's go to Mass Effect 2. Zaid. I'll put him in C tier. So like Zaid, he's like this old monk, rough kind of guy who's pretty comedic and Citadel fighting and playing against a one of those crane games. It is yeah crane game. And he's like a let me tell you a story, you young whippersnapper. Back in my day, blah blah blah. Cause you can like ask him all these questions about his missions, his jobs in the past, and everything, which is pretty nice. Mass Effect 3 really don't have that much going on for him. He did help create the Blue Suns though. In his revenge mission, if you want him loyal but go with the Paragon path, you can do that. You can do that. But I don't like he has character, but I don't think he's that much of a character. Alright, so anybody Mass Effect 3. Cortez. I guess I must have put him like C. So, not gonna lie, Mass Effect 3, I accidentally romanced Steve Cortez. I didn't know he was a thing in my first playthrough. My first romance in Mass Effect 3 was a gay romance with Steve Cortez. He has the loss of his husband and such going for him. He is a back and forth with Vega. That's also a nice touch, but not that much really going on with him character-wise. Mass Effect 1, Rex. I'm putting. I feel like I gotta put like Rex in S tier. Oh my gosh! Mass Effect 1 favoritism. No, you see why. Okay, so Rex, from a bounty hunter to you only get to use him on squad. I mean, Mass Effect 1 and Limit 3 to a chieftain to being the face of the Krogan, the representative leading them all. He has big, massive growth both in character and putting a bag of ice on his dingaling because after he killed the Genophage Insidious, he has to put ice on him. That's so funny. But he's just a great comedic renegade of a character. He's like that really cool, tough uncle. So Mass Effect 1. Okay, so I know. Oh no, that was Mass Effect 1. Did I do a Mass Effect 3? Okay, you were. Well, Specialist Trina. I'm gonna put in B. She has a sporadic attitude, expensive toothbrush. As well. It's kind of hard to romance her because you go in because you romance like maybe like one of the two Voma Smiles, maybe Liara or something from Mass Effect 1, or maybe you romance Mass Effect 2 people and you say, huh, and you find a quirky tech girl who is very out there. She's a lesbian. I mean, you can't romance if you're a male ship, but yeah. And she easily gets distracted. Like you could go, oh, hey, look, she like there could be a shiny thing over there. You're talking, and then she sees the shiny thing. She's like, oh, shiny thing, or something like that. And I think they really went hard with romance, if you know what I mean. Did we skip Mass Effect 2 again? I think so. Martin! I want to say maybe top of A. I like one. I really appreciate him. It sucks that you can't kill the Genophage without his death, and that if you played Citadel DLC, he did that one little like a show with kids, and I think he actually tortured people and whatever. But he's a very fun character. And if you like do the right options, you can still in Mass Effect 3, you can still have him kill the Genophage, but make him understand and make him break out, that make him finally admit that what he did was wrong, what he did was wrong, and he should just put those like shadows aside before he goes up there and dies, type of thing. So there we go. Okay. Last Mass Effect 1 character we got Liara. So she went from a quirky, timid scientist to I'm the Shadow Broker, I'm a badass. I got a DLC Mass Effect 2, which also makes me a badass. In Mass Effect 3, I'm also a badass. The game pushes you, like all three games pushes you to try to romance Liara, which I don't really know why. Well, no, we do know why, because of Mass Effect 5. That's why, and that's why my live stream run of the game, that's why I went with Liara as my romance option. But it's just a massive spike, it feels like. Like, I kind of want to know, like, more about that a bit. About her getting to where she was going to be doing ME1 and 2. I don't know if in the Shadowbreak's lair it tells you about that. I'm not too sure. I really didn't look at those that much. Alright, so ME2. Legion. I'm gonna put Legion in B tier. Don't get me wrong. It may seem injustice. I do like him, but we barely get any time with him in Mass Effect 2. There's a mod where you can get him earlier, but still, there's barely anything. In Mass Effect 3, we learn more about him and such, that he was actually in a program that rebelled against the dickheads of the Quarians at the time. But we just don't know more about him, like, oh, does this unit have a soul type of thing. It's just like I know he's a great character. I just kind of wish we got to know more about him. Actually, get to the bottom. There you go. Know about him, if that makes any sense. Like I could put him at the bottom of A, but and I know that's probably different from other lists, but eh. Jacob vented. You probably saw this coming. So, Jacob's loyalty mission with his father, that pretty much was a good one, but that pretty much told me that Jacob was in Mass Effect as a token character. He cheats on you. Mass Effect 3, if you romance him. He's not really that great of a squad mate. He gives you terrible instructions. Like, I know he's supposed to be the opposite of Miranda, but still he gives you terrible decisions. And yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not being racist or anything like that, but no, I'm sorry. But let's talk about Miranda though, since we mostly have ME3 left. Well, whatever. I want to put Miranda up here. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna make Zaid go into D, because honestly I don't really care about him that. No. But Taz gets to go down here. Yeah, I changed my mind about him a bit. I'm swapping him to D. So Miranda Lawson. She's good actually. Between, I think I'll put a top at C. Top at C. Like if you, I know about her and like the shadow book and information where she's like, oh, can I get pregnant? No. And then when guys try to hit on her and such, if they go, hey, look, and she like breaks up with them or whatever on like Messenger. And with her, it's just her genetics or her family. That's like all there is. Like, and the way that they try to make her a bitch into more like a character Mass Effect 2 later on, I think they did it like really too fast. Honestly, in my personal opinion, Javik is going to be. Uh, I know to some people he may like seem like I'm an asshole and be an asshole to all you guys, but the way that I think and view it about him now is that he's basically a Vietnam grandfather or uncle, whatever, who was a bit racist because like he fought in the war against the Reapers. 50,000 years later, wakes up to find, oh, look at all these other species that are here now, and the here now, yeah, and everything. So he's like racist uncle. It's so funny. Like he was like, "Oh, I'm studying my life and learn about the Protheans," and then she gets one. It's just some random guy. Who, if for children not a scientist or whatever. It's like, damn, that gotta suck. So let's go with Jack. Jack, I guess I will put her in. I don't really know for Jack either. I'll put her maybe like. Well, there's more about her than Miranda is a bit, because at least she changes. So I guess I'll put her at the bottom of like B, I guess, because she's from Service. You know that she was experimented on. You lay that to rest with a loyalty mission, Mass Effect 2, hopefully. And now she's like after she got like nothing else to really do, she goes to Grissom Academy, trains in kids, and they bring out a whole entire new personality about her, and even got her to cuss and swear less somehow. So, and then she has like a pet Varen as well, and set it up DLC. And if you romance to Mass Effect 2 and get instead of giving Shepard the slap, she just downright kisses you. So Jacob D. Jacob Vega, you're a funny kind of he's a funny kind of guy, honestly. It sucks that we made his collector mission off for nothing with his team. But other than that, there isn't that much with it. Oh yeah, well it does have like a similar thing with him in Mass Effect 3. But besides him becoming part of the N7 program, there's nothing else there. So let's go with Thane. I'm gonna quote Mr. Thane. In the bottom of A tier. When I first saw Thane, I was like, oh, hello, what's this? You're a new alien species. When I saw Thane. And you get to ask about him and his home world and his life and his condition and everything. That he's slowly dying. And Mass Effect 3, Lang kills him, that bastard. But he is really likable. Like he knows he done lot of bad stuff, and he doesn't want to influence his son Koyak like that. And I think that he's a really good guy. He's an assassin who only goes after the bad people's stuff, but he's just a good guy. Edie, I'm putting in A. Yeah, she was probably like the Guna bit or whatever for Mass Effect 3. But she's interesting and wants to learn and know about stuff like humanity, what it is. I mean, well, no, she doesn't know about it, like how to be organic and such in Mass Effect 3 and other things. She went from a bulb to being in a body and trained how to sing for her, hearing her voice and everything in Mass Effect 3 when they were like doing stuff with the ship. So maybe I would have changed. So this is the. She's actually pretty good squad mate. Pretty good. And I just found her development from Mass Effect 2 and going into 3. And she does have funny moments with Joker. She does. The 3 that. I would put her in A tier. So that's going to be my list. Maybe it's crap. Maybe it's not. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And have a nice day. Bye.